I've sought out coaching. That's really important. It's important as you're growing as a leader to have some people in your court. It can be a mentor. It can be a coach. I think someone who's really kind of putting a mirror up to you a little bit.
When it comes to leadership, a lot of times people confuse leadership with title, whereas leadership is serving other people. And you have to be empathetic, but you also have to be not only able to understand the challenges, but like you said, have an appreciation for what the people are doing and then what impact that makes. And I think insurance has made it very difficult, and we've lost touch of that provider, clinician to patient relationship, because it's all about just how many people can you see, and we're not focused on the right things. And that's inevitable, especially in outpatient. But how do you as a leader manage that while also making people feel valued and making people feel like they have that right seat, right?
Right.
And it's a really delicate and difficult balance for leaders right now, especially in outpatient orthopedics. I was talking to somebody the other day who said they have to see 40% more patients to make the same amount now as they did in 2004. And that's crazy.
Yeah. Healthcare is very local and it's very personal.
Mm-hmm.
For all of us who, we've had aging parents, my husband and I have had aging parents we've cared for. We've had our own health, journeys. And so, I think when you also have that experience as a human in this country, you're like, okay, how can we make this better? You're a customer somewhere else and you're like, oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Healthcare is really like that individual interaction multiple times, all those touch points you have to make. We train on an acronym AIDIT in our company.
Okay.
So it's a healthcare acronym for basically how you deliver customer service.
Okay. And what does it stand for?
So A is acknowledge. So you walk in, I want the people to make eye contact with you and greet you. Like we want that, right? You introduce yourself, you have your name tag on, you make it a personal interaction. You explain the D is duration. You explain how long things are going to take. It's going to take about 3 weeks for us to get your surgery scheduled. You'll probably get a bill for this tomorrow. It's going to be about 15 minutes for you to see the x-ray tech, right? So setting the expectation and also kind of doing the warm handoff to the next
level, yeah,
person in the process. E is explanation. So, a lot of people that come into healthcare haven't really had a lot of experience in healthcare. They're anxious, they're in pain, they're not happy. So how can we best deliver education? Is it verbal? Do we need to have a worksheet? Do we follow up with a portal message? Do we get a model out and actually point to things on a model? Do we bring an iPad into the exam room and show them, here, look, we're going to zoom in on your x-ray. That's what's going on.
That's me right there.
Right?
I'm like, I want to see it.
Yeah. Because it's a mystery. A lot of times for what we find is what's going on inside is a super mystery for people. So then you can make them a partner in their care. And then the T is thank you. So it's appreciating whatever. Thanks for coming in today.
Right.
In PT, it's you did a great job on your home exercises. Keep it up. We'll see you next time. And so, I think we embed that in our training from day one with all of our staff.
That's excellent.
And I even tell the people who are in the call center, you're the first stop. This person does not want to call us.
Yeah. They don't want to make that call. And they already know they're assuming what's going to be on the other end. And it's never really usually pleasant. So if you can be pleasant.
It's painful, expensive, time out of their normal.
Yep.
It's all the things, right? It's not I think when you're in specialty medicine, it's episodic, right? People need us when they need us. Where versus primary care, it's a kind of an ongoing relationship. And so, we have really taken the stance. We've got to deliver real high quality of service since we are in a service business. And that takes EQ of the leaders, right?
Yeah.
To know that that's important.
Yeah, I think sometimes you can get leaders that are so focused on the data and the profit margins and the how many patients are we seeing, right? And that's all important, right? You need to know that information to run a business and to scale and grow and all the things.
Right.
But you also, my huge saying that I've always said and what I do in talent acquisition is people are your profit centers. If you have the right people on the bus and you take care of them, you're always going to be profitable. But it starts there. And you have to set a standard of like, here's how we do things. We don't go below this expectation, because then that means that we're not delivering the service, the product, the satisfaction that they're expecting from us.
Right.
Not all leaders, I found, they could be very strong in the strategy or even very strong in the execution of things, but not every leader is a people manager. And I've found that the people leaders are the ones that typically meet with more success, even if they don't have all of the stereotypical personality or skill set or background that people expect one to have.
Right.